All right. I wanted to share a moment of vulnerability. Casa Nostra don't have a whole lot of moments of vulnerability. And when she do have them, I don't want nobody to see that shit. But I have to tell this one because I told it to some people. And when they see this video and shit, when they see Casa Nostra start talking and shit, they gonna start talking about some shit that she said, and the bitch gonna say it first herself, and then all of that other shit, motherfucker just gonna say. So, at one point I was living, we was all down in South Carolina, and I had, Six had bought a house there, and down south, they had to clear the land and stuff, and motherfuckers, all whatever's living on that land, when you go and dig that shit up, you know what I'm saying? It unearths shit. It can be, snakes living under there. It could be frogs. It. Well, that's all I seen. But I wasn't looking for shit. But I'm just saying, um, that stuff be out there because it's trees and shit. So it's all kinds of stuff out there that's living in the ground and shit before you decide to go out there and dig that shit up and put your house on top of it and think them motherfuckers ain't coming in there. So anyway, and I'm in a rural area, so of course they ain't gonna have just regular roaches and regular, mice and shit. They really got, like shit from the wild and shit. So, I'm living out on this motherfucker for a while, and things seem to be pretty secure. I didn't really see, a bunch of stuff coming in the house and whatnot. So, shit was pretty good. So I really wasn't worried. But, a lot of times when they run them pipes and shit, they be leaving gaps and shit, right? So one of the times, this motherfucking mouse, field mouse. I'm like, okay. At least that's what I thought the motherfucker was, okay? So, but I got a cat. So I'm like, okay, I got a chocolate brown Havana brown. Chocolate, beautiful color, green eyes, named Ramon, muscular motherfucker. Just do acrobatic shit. So I figured, a fucking country mouse ain't nothing for his ass. So anyway, this mouse, I'm hearing this shit because my bedroom is just off from the kitchen. But when I'm laying down, the way the house is situated, I can't see into the kitchen. But it's so close I could hear. So I'm laying there one night and I'm hearing like this little thump, thump, thump. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This motherfucker is in the kitchen jumping around like he's in a fucking three-ring circus. And I'm trying to figure out where because when I go, of course, and look, the motherfucker stopped thumping. But then when I go lay down, it's like, what is he on the pipes and just jumping on shit? I don't understand what the fuck is going on. So anyway, I'm like, okay, well, I ain't really worried and shit. I got a cat and shit, you know what I'm saying? So that motherfucker should take care of shit, right? So, motherfucker cat is sleeping on the end of the bed. I'm laying down and shit, you know what I'm saying? Everything, I'm asleep, you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, now it's dark. It's dark. I can't see nothing. But it seemed like I felt something like lick just a small spot on my hand. I sat the fuck up in that motherfucker and started sucking all the motherfucking air out through him. I was like, was what the fuck? Because I know the cat ain't gonna do no shit because I didn't even feel his ass walk up to me. But I heard this. When I sat up in that bed, I guess I scared that motherfucker. I was scared. So I'm sitting up, I'm like, and his ass is scurrying because I had a canopy bed that had a headboard that had a thick piece of wood going down the back. This motherfucker done climbed down that motherfucker and ran out. I'm like, what the fuck was that? I didn't see it. I heard his ass. And the fact that this motherfucker licked me, I don't know if it was I don't know what this motherfucker was trying to do. Now I'm looking at this bitch ass pussy ass cat laying down on the fucking end of the bed while I'm sitting up, and this bitch is looking like, well, what, did something happen? I kicked his ass off the bed. So now I know I got a problem. And I know this motherfucker is stupid. He will climb up. See, now I can't fuck with no shit gonna climb up in the bed you ain't been invited. Now I got to sleep with the lights on and shit. Cause I just can't do it no other way. So, all right, so now I got the lights on and I'm still hearing this motherfucker in there jumping around like he's in a fucking 3-ring circus. And I'm looking at the cat, I'm like, don't you hear that shit? Go the fuck out there and see what's going on. Do your job. I put the cat outside my room and close the door, even though the mouse could come in under the door and shit. So I had to rethink that and shit, because I break the door down to get that motherfucking cat in there. So anyway, I said, you know what? I couldn't listen to it. I slept with the lights on for 2 weeks. Put down the trap. So one day I'm in the kitchen and I pulled down the very bottom of the oven, like where you keep, like pans underneath the oven and shit. And I see some insulation. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker trying to make a nest. This where you be hanging out, bitch? I don't know what the fuck 6T was thinking that day, but she decided, don't tell her I said this, but she decided to get her big ass down there on the floor. She pulled the drawer out and got the broom, got down on her hands and knees on the floor and start jigging that broom down there. Well, I could have told you that shit was not going to turn out well. That motherfucking mouse darted out from that shit so fucking fast. She liked to snap the broom on her own damn head, couldn't get up and get out the way. The mouse fucking took off, and he took off so fast that he hit the side of the cat's water dish and spun that motherfucker around. It was on then, me and the cat, because I had the cat. I was like, bitch, you gonna do your fucking job this motherfucking day, because I'll be the pussy today, but your ass gonna catch this mouse. So now we following the mouse now. Cause see, I got an idea, because I done seen where he's heading. So everywhere I go, I'm keeping my eye on him now. I'm not losing track of this motherfucker. So I'm kicking the tote where he's at and whatnot. Then he ran out of there. Then he ran in my walk-in closet and was jumped on top of the suitcase. And so I moved the clothes out the way, and I seen his ass, and he jumped the fuck off of there. And I'm like, if I'd have just had something that I could have hit his ass, but I can't hit him with my hand. I can't hit him with my hand. And see, if he'd have jumped on me, then see, I'd have had an accident. No, I can't do that. But now in the meantime, I still got the cat with me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm letting the cat see him. My motherfucker, this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is what the fuck you're supposed to be looking for. So then we go in the bathroom. And I had a shower that had the 2 sliding doors, right? And so the mouse got in the shower. So what I did, I said, you know what? I'm going to close the shower door. And I'm going to go find this pussy ass cat of mine. And I'm going to bring his ass in there. And I'm going to throw him in the shower with the mouse. And they can go at it. I'm going to sit there and watch. But then that way, the blood and, whatever's left and shit, I can just turn the shower on. Because I can't, I can't touch that shit. I can't do that. Because, this is the thing. Because I was really in my feelings. Because I'm like, this mouse is making a bitch out of me. I'm not used to that. Now 6T will make a bitch out of me. I mean, I'll let her do that because I got to give her fucking credit for everything. She ain't heard me say that. No, but so this mouse was making a bitch out of me. So okay, so the mouse is in the shower. I go get the cat. I come back in. I see the motherfucker still in there. So now the motherfucker just kind of looking around and shit, trying to figure out what the fuck he's going to do. Now, mind you, like I said, the shower has the sliding doors that come together, and they kind of got a piece where they like overlap a little bit like that. Do you know? Now, I'm standing there with the cat now, and I told you, we there with this motherfucking pussy cat. Do you know this motherfucking mouse start crawling up that thick piece of stuff, not on the glass itself, but where the 2 frame parts on this motherfucker? And I was amazed because I'm like, no, this motherfucker is not. So now I don't know, should I try to slide the door open? Will the motherfucker come in between? And he's more than halfway up now, and I'm standing there. So I'm like, if I open this motherfucker and he jump on me, I wouldn't be here today to make this video. I watched this motherfucker go. Now, this is the thing. Now, he calling all the way to the top. The top don't go to the ceiling. Now the motherfucker is walking on the top, and all I'm thinking is now I got the cat under my arm, and I'm keeping my eye on this bitch because I'm like, if this motherfucker jump on my head or something, I'm just stunned. Then this motherfucker takes a diving leap off the top of the fucking shower to the floor. I said, I ain't even seen no shit like this in the motherfucking movies. I ain't seen mice do this shit in fucking cartoons. Where the fuck is this why the fuck am I out here with motherfuckers that's doing shit like this? What happened that I moved to this place and dug up this earth and put this house here? So I finally had to get some poison and put down for his ass. Cat couldn't catch him. I wasn't sleeping and shit. I was just traumatized and shit. 60 in a bad mood all the time because she ain't sleeping and shit. It's just all fucked up. And so finally, after about 10 days, and the motherfucker was eating the poison because I kept feeling that bitch like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm gonna get your ass, carry this shit, bring motherfuckers, all y'all can get you some. You can get you some. You can get you some. I was pouring that poison pellets out there like a motherfucker. And then after a while, I ain't hear no noise, and I was worried about him. Like, this motherfucker gonna go die somewhere. He gonna smell. Maggots gonna be in and shit. I can't get it out. Listen, it's just too much stuff. I'm just saying. So I didn't find that motherfucker until I moved. And I was getting the fuck up out there. This motherfucker had crawled up under the washing machine, and when we moved the washing machine, that's where we saw his dried up ass. I'm like, there you go, you raggedy bitch motherfucker, you. But listen, that's not the only thing. This last thing, and then I'm getting ready to go. But I had to tell y'all too, because now, in the meantime, now that got me ready to go. But the other thing, I'm going in my bathroom one day. That shit be going on in my fucking bathroom. There's too much shit. I be in there too much, and I got too much business I gotta take care of in there. I go in this motherfucker and raise my toilet seat up, and I see a motherfucking frog in this bitch. What the fuck? The frog wasn't that big, but that wasn't the point. What the fuck are you doing in here? So I flushed the motherfucker. I'm like, go the fuck on back where you came. Motherfucker wouldn't move. Now I'm like, now here the fuck I am. Here we go now with this shit where I got to go to the bathroom now. This motherfucker, I'm not gonna sit on top of this motherfucker. Women, you know we always think about some shit jumping up in our shit, crawling up in our shit. Now I gotta go in the kitchen and get a fucking empty jar. Now I got to get on my hands and knees at the toilet and put this shit and try to catch this motherfucker. I don't like jumping shit. So I had to get this motherfucker with his jumping ass, put him in a jar. I couldn't kill him and shit. I told you I can't do that shit. I took the jar and I threw it outside and shit, let his ass go. Went on back to the bathroom and shit, and I'm like, you know what, this fucking living in the country shit, I don't know. At least the outhouse is deep enough down. I can't see shit. I can't smell nothing, but I can't see no shit. Then I'm about to try to sit on the toilet, and I gotta go bad. When I gotta go, you get to a certain age, you fucking gotta go. That's all I'm saying. But immediately upon bearing my ass to sit on the toilet, bitch decided that I'm gonna fucking squat. Because if a fucking frog can get in there, that means a motherfucking snake can get in that motherfucker. And I'm not ready for it. I'm carrying my bitch ass, my bitch pussy ass the fuck on out of South Carolina. You can have it. I'm done with it. I appreciated it. Learned a lot of shit. Learned more shit about myself. But that's it. Some shit on my mind. Bitch ass shit. Raggedy bitch ass shit.